What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're gonna take a look at this 2021 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. Huge shout out and thank you to Carolina Auto Direct for providing this cool truck for today's video. Definitely check out the link to their website in the description below. They have a huge selection of amazing pre-owned cars and a ton of pre-owned 2021s, so definitely check them out. And the model that we're looking at today is finished off in bright white clear coat, has a Fox Performance lift kit, as well as a set of 37-inch tires, and sticker price is around $63,000. Underneath the hood, this Gladiator utilizes a 3.6-liter naturally aspirated V6 engine. This pumps out 285 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque. The engine is paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission and sends the power to the rear wheels. However, it of course does have the 4-wheel drive system. And with a curb weight around 5,000 pounds and running on a 22-gallon fuel tank, you're looking at 16 miles per gallon in the city with 23 out on the highway. With this engine and transmission configuration, payload is around 1,200 pounds and towing is going to be around 5,000 pounds, but when properly equipped, it can go all the way up to 7,000 pounds. The overall length is 218 inches with a wheelbase at 137.3. The width is 73.8. Stock height is 76.1, but with the lift and tires, we're probably close to 80 inches. And then for some stock off-road capabilities, approach angle is 43 degrees with breakover at 20 degrees, ground clearance is 11.1 inches, and then departure is 26 degrees, and stock water fording is 30 inches. And of course, with this truck being lifted with massive tires, all of those angles and ground clearance numbers are going to be a lot higher. If we take a look at the exterior of this Gladiator, we get a lot of really cool aftermarket goodies, such as the 17-inch bronze wheels. We also get the 37-inch Mastercraft tires, and then a SmittyBuilt winch with bumper up front. If we take a look at the front end, of course you have that classic Jeep grille with the 7 vertical slots in it, and then a set of LED headlights in that classic round design. There's an LED daytime running light making a ring, and then the actual headlight bulb is right in the center. The front portion of these front fenders also have an LED daytime running light. And then if we take a look at the bumper, you can see the winch mounted on the top as well as the hook. And this has the same red powder coated tow hooks, and then you get your fog lights down below. The front end of any Jeep Gladiator has that classic design, and especially with these massive tires poking out on the sides, it looks super aggressive. All of that blends to the power dome design for this hood. You can see the bubble in the center with the heat extraction vents on the left and right side. Rubicon is written on the left and right side, trimmed in red, and you also get 2 rubber bumpers. That way when you fold the windshield down, it has a safe place to rest. And then moving to the side profile, you can get a really good look at the bronze coloring for these fuel wheels. They have a 6-spoke design and look super aggressive and fit around the ventilated disc brakes very well. These Mastercraft tires have a really good off-road design for the tread pattern, and then you can of course see the Fox suspension down below. We get the massive 2-inch reservoirs with the springs up front, and you can see all the stabilizer arms and control arms. We get a trim piece on the backside of this front fender, as well as Jeep Gladiator written out with an emblem and more of that red trim. Then you can see the black door handles and black mirror caps, as well as the 3-piece black roof. We have the Mopar bed cover, and then you can see the rock rail for this rear bedside. And the whole side profile has an extremely proportional design, especially with the lift kit and wheels, and it looks extremely aggressive. And then moving to the rear end of the Gladiator, we have the LED taillights that have a nice 3-dimensional look, as well as Jeep written out right in the center of the tailgate with a backup camera beneath that. The rear bumper is finished off in black with the same red tow hooks and then 4 parking sensors. You'll see the towing package with the trailer hitch down below, and this even has a full-size spare tire with matching rim. The third brake light is above the handle for the tailgate, and the whole rear end flows together very well to add to the aggressive off-road design. So there's a good look at the exterior and some of the specs on this really sweet 2021 Gladiator Rubicon. Comment down below, what do you guys think of this spec? The white with the bronze wheels and the 37-inch tires. This looks so nice. I love the styling. It is super aggressive. We have Jeep's key fob. We have remote start. If I go ahead and lock the truck and then double tap on the button, the V6 will start right up and you can hear it roar to life. So with that running now, I can then just tap the button and it'll shut off. And keeping the truck locked, all I have to do is grab the door handle. It'll automatically unlock and we can check out the interior. This Rubicon has the black leather interior with a lot of red and silver accents all throughout. If we take a look at the door panel now, finished off in black, we have black leather along the armrest with some really good padding, as well as some red contrast stitching. The grab handle is on the top. Then we have a lower handle to help make it a lot easier to remove these doors. We have your aluminum colored release handle with all of your mirror controls and lock and unlock. And then down below we get a nice cargo net for extra storage. Moving our way inside, we have manual controls on the left side of the seat. Your recline strap is on the back, up and down, and then this one right here, if you twist it, it'll do your lumbar support. You can see the black smooth leather with all the red stitching. Has a really nice design to it and a really clean look. We even get Rubicon embroidered up top on the backrest, and then a good set of headrests. And then spinning around to the steering wheel, finished off in black leather with red stitching and silver accents. And then now inside the Gladiator, keeping my foot on the brake, we can go ahead and fire it up. Taking a look at the gauge cluster now, we have your speedometer over on the right side and then the tach over on the left. We also have your drivetrain with 4-wheel drive over on the left. We have a digital screen right in the center, and with the buttons over on the left side of the steering wheel, I can control everything I see here. If I scroll down to the second menu, you can see a lot of information within the vehicle, and I can scroll left and right to see all the vitals. Continuing down now into the next one, you have a pitch and roll meter, which is really cool to see, as well as the sway bar disconnect. Continuing down, we have your adaptive cruise control setting, and then more information like range right now. And then continuing down, we have more information. You have a lot of different menus in here that you can see. Radio comes up, as well as different messages within the truck. And then you can go back to the main screen. Taking a look at the steering wheel now, we have those controls on the left with all the Bluetooth and audio controls. And then over on the right side, we have all your cruise control, as well as the distance pacing and forward collision. On the right side now, we have the wiper blades and then the high beam and turn signal on the left. To the left of the steering wheel, we have your headlight controls and the interior lighting. You also get an on-off switch for the cargo power. We have one of the air vents on the left side with this really nice red trim. You can see the red stitching going across the dashboard with a little bit of storage. I really love all the red accents, especially over the passenger airbag cover. And then we even get a grab handle on the right. Right in the center, we have the 8.4-inch touchscreen display for the navigation. You can see the radio is up right now. We can tap this icon for climate. All the climate controls will come right up. You also have more controls like your backup camera. You can see a good view of that. Super HD graphics. I love the way that looks. Going back into controls now, we have heated seats and a heated steering wheel. Then going under your navigation, you can see the map and everything. It'll load very easily, pinch to zoom, super easy to use, phone integration, and then all of your different settings. Tapping the apps button right in the center, we have a lot of different things that come up. You can see how everything looks. If I go back over and hit the off-road pages, this will load into a really cool screen. With this up now, you can see a lot of the different information like your transfer case, the rear axle locking, front axle, sway bars. You have your gauges right here that will come up with a lot of the vitals. You also have the pitch and roll in a larger screen. So I definitely like all the capabilities you get. You even have your altitude and your exact location. Then we can go ahead and exit out of there. Below that nice screen, we have all of your physical climate controls as well. You can see the auto button right in the center with your fan speed, dual zone climate control, air conditioning, the physical heated seats and steering wheel button, as well as the defrosters. Your volume on off is on the left. And then on the right, we have your tuning and browse buttons. All 4 window controls are right in the center with a 12 volt on the left of that. Then opening this up, we have media for 2 different USB ports as well as the auxiliary. And then down below, we have a nice feature for all the Rubicons. You have your axle lockers as well as the front and rear only. You have the sway bar disconnect and then off-road plus button and then a little bit of storage. To the left of the shifter, we have your 4-wheel drive controller. This is like a nice manual shifter, which is really easy to go into all the different gears. I like how that is. We have your shifter over on the right with a really cool Gladiator image on the top, more black leather and red stitching, and a manual shift capability. We have your manual e-brake with more red stitching and leather, and then a nice cup holder over on the right side with an access area for your phone or your key fob. And then right in the center, we have more black leather and stitching for the armrest. Pulling this up once, you have a nice little storage, and then the secondary button you can lift up, and we have a lot extra storage in there. And then moving over to the right side, we can open up this lockable glove box. We have a lot of space in here with the owner's manual, and you'll get your toolkit for the roof and doors. And then one last look at the overall interior. I love the red accents for the Rubicon, and then all the black leather has a really good premium feel. Definitely nice and simple to use in here, great for off-roading. And then taking a look up top, you can see speakers up in the ceiling, the removable panels for the front portion of the roof, more of the lock and unlocks, a good frameless mirror, and then 3 garage door openers. And then to take a look at the rear seat space, I can go ahead and open up the door. The door panel is finished off just like we saw up front, even with that same lower handle to make it easy to lift off. We have the same black leather and red stitching all in the back, and this is a 3-seater bench seat back here. You can see how everything looks. If we take a look up front, we have nice little storage nuts as well as pieces right here to attach other accessories. You have 2 air vents in here with your window controls, USBs and a 3-prong, and then 2 cup holders down below that. You can also grab the fronts of the seats and lock them up into place. Under here you have really nice storage compartments with even the Jeep logo. I really like when the Gladiator came out, they added this. You have lockable storage, really great for a vehicle where you can remove the roof and doors. This goes all the way through to both sides, which is a really nice touch. And then just a firm pull, you can pull this all the way back down. And then there is a strap back here you can pull up, and this will lower down and fold nice and flat and reveal more cargo space in the back. Alright, so after I've climbed into the back of this massive Gladiator, you actually have a ton of space in here. I have a lot of headroom, maybe like 4 inches up there. The armrest is in a really good place, and then I have good visibility with all the glass. You do have a manual sliding rear glass right here, and if I grab this handle and pull this down, we get a good little armrest with 2 more cup holders. So this is pretty comfortable and roomy for being a nice sized truck. And then to take a look at the bed space, I can grab the tailgate handle and release it. It does feature a soft open, so it nicely opens like that. One thing really cool with the Mopar bed cover, you can easily just pull this up and get it out of the way for a little bit easier access to get inside. And then of course you can also pull the red straps on the left and right side, and this will fold it back. That way you have a lot of access to get into your bed. You can load dirt bikes and other things, and this will just roll up out of the way. This particular truck does have a nice spray and bed liner on it. We get an LED light over on the right side with a power outlet, and then you also get tow hooks in all 4 corners. Alright guys, so we are setting off now in this super sweet looking 2021 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. As we all know, this has massive tires and a lift kit, so of course the MPG numbers that I said in the beginning aren't probably going to translate to this exact truck. But with that said, this is one of the best looking Gladiators I've seen. I love bronze wheels, especially with the white and the red accents. This is one cool looking truck. So driving here, we're going about 40 miles an hour. You can hear the tires a little bit, but they're not too crazy loud. They're a pretty aggressive off-road tire, so when you are hitting the trails with this truck, you're gonna conquer a lot, especially with all the capabilities, 4-wheel drive, the low-range gearbox, and then the added features with the Rubicon, like the locking differentials and the sway bar disconnects. This thing is gonna do a lot. So as we are on the pavement right now, it's pretty composed actually with the oversized wheels. Aside from the little bit of noise though, it tracks nice and straight and doesn't drive like it's some big lifted truck. I've been in a ton of the bone stock Rubicon Gladiators, and they drive pretty similar to this. There's a little bit extra play in the steering wheel on this truck, of course, given the lift kit and tires. But when you're buying a Jeep, you know, a Wrangler or a Gladiator, you're expecting that sort of thing. Nobody's buying this because it's a luxurious truck. This is an off-road capable truck where you can remove half the body panels and just have an experience that nothing else can offer. So this is super cool. As far as the overall comfort in it, you have a lot of good adjustability with the seats. I can get the backrest in a good position, armrests are in a great place, and then same with the headrest. So it's actually a pretty comfortable truck to just cruise in. The leather feels really nice on the steering wheel, and same with the shifter and things that you touch. The JL generation for the Wrangler, which is what this truck is based off of, they did a huge upgrade from the previous generations and transferred everything from the JL Wrangler into this truck, and that's why it's so nice in here compared to the old generation. Hitting the brakes will take a turn. The truck still stops like you would expect. I don't think the truck is really stressing to spin these tires. We'll get up to 50 miles an hour giving it some gas. 8-speed transmission. It strains the engine just a little bit. It does have to work harder to rotate these tires, but we're up to 50 just like that, and it didn't really feel like we were just working it. If you had the 4-cylinder turbo, I'm not sure how well that would do, and of course you can also get a diesel engine. But even taking turns now going 50, it's pretty composed for an off-roader, which is pretty nice. You can still daily drive this, drive it like a normal vehicle, and you're not gonna get the lack of stability that you find in a lot of lifted trucks. So pretty nice for even normal driving. As far as the view out, you can tell you're pretty high up. This is probably 6 inches taller than a stock truck. I think the stock Rubicons come with 33s, so the 37s are a nice touch, and then the lift kit as well. But I love the shape of the hood that you can see. The shorter dash makes you really close to this windshield, and visibility is fantastic. You have a huge view out the front. The mirrors all do a really good job, and the back of the cab is very close to you to where it feels like you have a good view over your shoulders. I don't see any issues with that. Most pickup trucks you have a really good view out. but this is super cool to drive. And then all the climate controls, I like how you do have the redundancy with physical buttons down below, but then you can tap the icon and see everything on a screen. So it gives you 2 different ways to do that, which I think is good for the different generations buying this car. I love the touchscreen, it's super cool looking and simple, but when you're in a pinch or if you have your navigation up and you don't want to change that, you have these simple buttons, which is really nice. And then for overall capabilities, the fact that you can remove these 2 pieces independently from the rest of the roof, that's a cool way to just get some added open air into the cab. And then of course you can take the doors off, however many you'd like to take off. You can remove them one at a time, and that just opens up the interior to have the full 360 view of everything. You have endless headroom, the wind in your face, and you can even fold down the windshield if you are doing some cool safaris. So to test out the turning circle, it's pretty nimble. It's not as nimble, of course, as the Wrangler, but I love how everything works. The backup camera is super HD, especially for off-roading. But even for being a truck that's quite a few feet longer than a Wrangler, it still is pretty capable to turn around and things like that. Steering is nice and light in slow speeds, so it's not stressing to turn the tires left and right. But then, yeah, driving in the Gladiator, I've never been in a lifted one. This is a nicely built truck. The suspension, top notch. We have the added stabilizer struts up front. That way you don't have any weird things going on with the steering. And the Fox shocks, of course, you cannot complain with those. They're absorbing the bumps really well, and I'm sure taking this truck off-road, it's going to do everything really well. The solid front and rear axles, and with the sway bar disconnect, you're going to have a lot of articulation. And even just normal driving around town, we're not experiencing any rubbing with the tires. I can still turn perfectly lock to lock. And what little bit of articulation we are getting, you know, nothing's rubbing, of course. You can fit a pretty big tire in a stock Jeep without any issues. But I think that is then it for driving in this massive lifted 2021 Gladiator Rubicon. We have less than 8,000 miles on this truck. This is brand new and already has so many nice features to it to make this a truck ready to go. Huge shout out and thank you once again to Carolina Auto Direct for providing this truck for today's video. They have a huge selection of really cool pre-owned cars and a lot of 2021s. So that is a really cool way to find some really good brand new cars on the used market. So shout out to them, check out their website. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys next video.